Your dreams evolve, and with committed support, they thrive. American Family Insurance.
Hello, volleyball fans, and welcome to wherever you are. We're the Snohomish Times Sports Network. We're in here at Monroe High School for the second round of the Wesco District 1 4A playoffs. Tonight we've got the Monroe Bearcats against the Lake Stevens Vikings. This should be good this evening. Two very, very talented teams, a plethora of players at the top of the stat sheet. And little bit of a proving ground for Lake Stevens. Monroe comes into tonight 14-0, undefeated in conference play. Just about as perfect as you can get on a high school volleyball season. It has been a dream come true for these Bearcats. They're not ready to wake up yet. Their dream is going to state. They want to be in Kennewick a week from Friday. Lake Stevens came out of the season with a 500 record, 7-7. They put up one of their most impressive matches of the year so far on Saturday to defeat the Snohomish Panthers 3-0. I'm Matty Bishop, bringing you the action here tonight. Tonight's match is going to be brought to you by Beach VBC, our local beach volleyball training program. Learn to play like the pros at beachvbc.com. We will be talking a little bit this evening about some special announcements from Beach VBC, including the announcement of the 2016 travel teams, brand new program here for the Pacific Northwest to take the next level of beach volleyball talent bigger and better. We're looking to go nationwide. We're just getting ready for player announcements here inside the high school. Let's take a quick look at some of the stat sheets, and man, you don't have to go very far down any of the statistical categories to find players from these two teams. Taking a look right out of the gates, Monroe features junior libero Mina Duong. Now, a lot's been said about Monroe's offense, and I'm sure we're going to talk a lot tonight about the offensive prowess of Monroe, the 4 big blonde bombers that they have. But Mina is tops in Westco, according to the MaxPreps.com stats. She's tops in Westco for service aces and digs, a crucial part of the serve receive for the Bearcats. The libero very rarely gets very much credit because it's the offensive players putting the ball on the floor, but without the efforts of a player like Mina Duong, the offensive players don't get much to work with. On the other side of the net, the kills leader for Westco 4A, Gabby Gunterman, is the leader, junior leader for Lake Stevens. She's number 5 tonight. She's got 208 kills on this season, and she is the key to their success. If she has a big night, Lake Stevens will do very well. Now, we talked a little bit about that blonde connection that they have over there in Monroe. The key components to that, they're left pin hitters, the outside hitters as they're called, Jessica Clark and Meredith Teague, number 8 and number 9. Great 1-2 punch. These two young ladies have had a phenomenal year offensively. Together they've put up 344 kills on the stat sheet, 230 for Jessica Clark. Pardon me, that's not true. They put up 366 kills on the year. 201 for Jessica Clark, 165 for Meredith Teague. Meredith Teague is big, strong, 6'2", junior. She's the quintessential powerful outside hitter. Jessica Clark, undersized a little bit, but that girl knows how to score points, and she knows how to win. She is a huge part of the heart and soul of this team. We'll be right back for First Serve here on the Snohomish Times Sports Network.
On the line, judges tonight, Rick Byron and Tony Health.
Drain? Other plumbing problems? Call Action Jackson Plumbing for 24-hour service. Owned by a lifetime Edmonds resident and Edmonds Woodway grad, Action Jackson is the drain cleaning specialist. They can unclog most internal drains for only $99 plus tax. Call 425-877-5601 or visit actionjacksonplumbing.com.
2-1.
And we're back. It is just about game time here. Lake Stevens and Monroe. This is a very important match, but both of these teams will have another chance if they do happen to lose today. So one winner will go on to the District 1 championship match. That'll be Thursday night from Mount Lake Terrace High School. We're working very hard to have that one for you here on the Snohomish Times Sports Network. The other team will fall into the other side of the bracket. They'll have a match Thursday night and then have to battle an additional 2 matches to try and make their way into state. So the path is definitely easier for the winner here tonight. These two teams have met twice. Monroe came out on the good end for both of those. Obviously, a 14-0 team has not lost to anybody. Lake Stevens has played them tough. Lake Stevens looked very, very good against Snohomish, and they will look to continue that here tonight. As we take a look real quick at the Vikings starting lineup, Lily Eason, that's Jake Eason's little sister with the Georgia mania going on in Lake Stevens football. People forget that Jake's little sister, sophomore Lily Eason's the starting setter for these Vikings. Sophie Swanson's your outside hitter in the front row to start. Hannah Onsen in the front row middle. Ainsley Mattingly's your right side, Gabby Gunterman at left back, and Madison Solis is your libero. That's a service ace for Eason right out of the gates. Taking a look over at the Bearcats of Monroe. Allie Haddon is your setter. Mina Duong, your libero. Jessica Clark and Meredith Teague, your hitters. Ray Lalonde and Olivia Casa also in the front row. And there's Jessica Clark with the big kaboom right over top of everybody. She may be small, but she's got quads of steel. The girl can jump. She's been in the gym doing some work. And early on, both teams scoring points on the positive side of the play. Swanson looks for the corner and finds it. Sophie Swanson, her first kill of the night. Sophie, the senior outside hitter here at Lake Stevens. She's worked very, very hard through the ranks. Her older sister, Kendall Swanson, was an outside hitter for Lake Stevens, graduated 2 years ago. Swanson with the serve. Meredith Teague. Allie Haddon, Ray Lalonde up off the block, dug by Madison Solis. Eason, roll shot from Mattingly, dug by Clark. Here's Teague off the block, and Meredith Teague. You can hear the student section here. They like it when she hits the ball. She gets up high, she swings hard. She is everything you want out of an outside hitter. Mina Duong, the libero, to serve for the Bearcats. Solis. Eason, there's Gunterman, and the big block, that's Ray Lalonde, and the freshman Samantha Zimmerman getting up on the block there. And that is something that the Bearcats have been developing throughout the course of this season. The young freshman, she is the 4th blonde bomber. Sam Zimmerman comes in and makes an impact early. Gunterman again, this time down the line. Dig by Mina Duong. Up outside, here's Teague leaning back. She gets the touch, and Meredith Teague, her second kill of the night. You can see what makes this Bearcat team so difficult to play against early on. Even when they're out of system, they have so much power coming from that left pin. It's difficult for another team to manage. Mina Duong with the serve. Eason pops it up over the top. There's Clark. Haddon into the middle for Zimmerman, and Samantha Zimmerman with her first kill to go with her block assist from earlier. Bearcats, early momentum behind the tough serving of their libero. Swanson and Solis. Eason for Gunterman. There's that big block again. Swanson picks it up. Going back the other way, Mattingly, and this time it's Teague and Zimmerman, and the block party is on. Sam Zimmerman certainly making an impact early in this match. This point, technically she's still a freshman, but she's got a full regular season under her belt. She is an experienced player and looks like it here tonight. Mattingly misfires there, and Monroe on an early run. Timeout called for the Vikings. 7-2 Bearcats. It's been all Monroe here in the first few minutes. We'll be right back on the Snohomish Times Sports Network. Welcome back to Monroe High School for tonight's District 1 for a round 2 playoff match. Mina Duong's at the service line doing some damage. Not necessarily with the service aces that we've seen a ton of her from her this year, but Lake Stevens having a very difficult time managing her serve. Vikings looking to get a much needed side out. Swanson pops that up. Hannah Onsen, Gunterman, free balls over. Here come the Bearcats. Haddon in the middle for Zimmerman. Nice dig by Swanson. Eason pushes it out. Gunterman over the top. Dig by Clark. Duong, back row attack from Clark, rolled over the top. The setter Eason digs. Hannah Onsen, nice bump set. Gabby Gunterman reaches, and just a bit too high, just a bit too hard. Good defense there from Lake Stevens. Swanson, perfect pass. Eason for Onsen, the tip, and Hannah Onsen shakes her head in disbelief, but that's her first kill of the night as she goes up, thinks better of the full arm swing. Timing was just a touch off. She touches the ball onto the floor and then gives the ball right back to the Bearcats. A dangerous proposition with a team that serves as tough and is as talented as the Monroe Bearcats. Checking into the match is the freshman setter, Tatum McGovern. She's going to set the back row across the 6-2 here. This ball's popped up outside. Gunterman over the top, dig by Clark. McGovern, her first touch. Teague off her hand. Swanson tries the dig, and Meredith Teague with her third kill of the night. Tatum McGovern has stepped in. She's done a phenomenal job this year as a freshman, doing the work. Of course, the curse of the STSPN broadcast crew.
Yeah, that's right.
As soon as you say nice things about her, that happens. Lake Stevens gets a much-needed breath here. Melissa Stevens checks in. She will serve and set for the Vikings. Mina Duong for McGovern. Bat ball's up over the top, dig by Solis. Stevens back, there's Lily Eason, and Eason finds the corner. Lily Eason starts the match as the setter, plays rotation 1, 2, and 3 as the setter. Then she checks into the front row. Melissa Stevens comes in for Mattingly, and Eason hits a big lefty swing from the right side. Duong puts that one up. Over the top, picked up by Stevens. Eason bumps that in the middle. Megan Holman, her first touch of the match. Jess Clark up, here's the right side. Teague, and that one's off of Stevens, and Meredith Teague is on fire. And the only thing that might be able to slow her down is bringing her out of the front row as she goes back to serve. But now you've got to deal with Jessica Clark, 5'7" senior, and she may not hit the ball as high as Teague, but she knows how to put it on the floor. There's Clark with the dig, pass set, and Stevens takes one right off the nose. Jessica Clark through the block and down. So Meredith Teague got 4 kills in her first trip across the front row. Jessica Clark at 2 so far on the match, and Lake Stevens trying to work their way back into this. They're looking for some confidence. Sophie Swanson comes to the front row now. Front row for the Vikings is Swanson, Holman, and Eason. Gunterman with the serve. There's Zimmerman, and Solis gets under it but can't stop it. Sam Zimmerman, her second kill of the night. Very, very nice timing play in the middle, and Zimmerman comes back to serve. That brings Liv Casa into the match. Olivia Casa, the other middle. That ball is just long. Lake Stevens look to put together a few points here. Maddie Solis, the senior libero, will serve for the Vikings.
Number 10, Maddie Solis.
Jessica Clark. Mina Duong set behind the 10. Clark pushes that one off the hands of Onsen, or slams that one off the hands of Onsen, I should say. And the Vikings can't dig it up. Ray Lalonde comes back into the front row. Allie Haddon comes back in to set, senior setter for Monroe. Gunterman, good pass. Stevens runs it down. Here's Swanson up over the top. Easy dig for Duong. Haddon, now Clark. Clark, big swing down the line, and JC is doing it tonight. Clark and Teague both have 4. That's the second timeout of the match here for Lake Stevens. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be right back on the Snohomish Times Sports Network. Welcome back inside Monroe High School. The Bearcats are rolling here in set one. 15-7 the score. Lake Stevens just took their second timeout. Head coach Don Hansen looking for an answer for the very well-rounded offense of the Bearcats. We say well-rounded because Sam Zimmerman's getting involved early, but it's really the two outside hitters, Meredith Teague and Jessica Clark, who nobody in Westco has been able to find an answer for this year. Good pass from Gunterman, and Clark swings away at that one. Can't get it back over the net, and that's an uncommon misfire for her. It's a pass, the overfeed over. She was looking to score an easy point there. Lily Eason to serve for the Vikings. Mina Duong pops it up. That ball comes off. Jess Clark down the line, dug by Gunterman. Outside now for Swanson, and she's just wide as that ball comes across. Nice dig from Gabby Gunterman. That ball is going to hit her right in the chest. She pops it up with her hands. Eason sets her outside, and Swanson, a big aggressive swing, just can't quite find that far sideline. Meredith Teague back to the front row. We've got the big side of the big little combination for the Bearcats. Jessica Clark with the serve. Solis with the pass. Hannah Onsen swings up and through the block. Doesn't look particularly happy about it, but now she leads the Lake Stevens hitters with 2 kills on the night. She had a big night, or big afternoon, I guess. A big Halloween against the Snohomish Panthers. Was the STSPN player of the match. Sophie Swanson, Mina Duong, perfect pass in the middle. Olivia Casa, Swanson digs that. Solis with the hands. Here's Gunterman. Gunterman reaches over the top, dig by Clark. Duong outside for Teague, big swing. Swanson pops it up, but too much power from Meredith Teague. She inches out ahead in front of Clark again. She's got 5 kills on the night now. And that brings Mina Duong back to the service line. This was a good rotation for the Bearcats the first time around. Solis, and that's a service ace for the libero, Mina Duong. She's got a lot of those this year. A lot of those.
I like how she protected our equipment there. She gave it one little extra.
Ball popped up by Gunterman. Outside, here's Gabby Gunterman. Dug by Haddon. Net violation call against the block for the Bearcats. And that is, not sure who that was in the net. But it brings Hannah Onsen back to serve.
It was a Bearcat.
Yeah. Was a Bearcat in the net. Jessica Clark, perfect pass in the middle. Here's Zimmerman, and Zimmerman with a kill. Sam Zimmerman, her third of the night, to go with a pair of blocks.
Number 15, Tatum McGovern, and number 3, Sierra Pitts.
The freshman setter McGovern back into the match. Sierra Pitts is in as well. Missed her the first time around. Sorry, Sierra. This ball popped up. Nice job by Eason. Gunterman with a full swing, and Clark, no fear. She gets the dig, comes back, gets the kill out of the back row. Beautiful play. Beautiful play. McGovern. There's Swanson. Holman sets for Gunterman. Gunterman down the line. Can't find the hands. That's out. Lake Stevens struggling here in set number 1 under constant and relentless pressure from the Bearcats. Head coach April Munoz must be pleased with what she sees out of her squad here. Swanson, good pass. That ball's up. Here's Mattingly. Dig again by Clark. McGovern touches, and that one's popped up, but no good. And Ainsley Mattingly, the sophomore, red-headed right side, gets a nice swing there. She checks out as Melissa Stevens comes in to set and serve. Stevens will be the setter across the back row. Front row for the Vikings, Eason, Holman, and Gunterman. Mina Duong, and that's a service ace for Melissa Stevens. So when you're playing against an undefeated team, oftentimes there's a mental component to that early on. You have to believe that you can beat them. Lake Stevens looking for a little of that belief here, as Melissa Stevens misses that one. 22-12, Monroe cruising here in the first set. Clark to the front row, Teague up in the back row. And out of rotation call against the Vikings. As Stevens apparently left early. That appears, not sure that's for sure, but that appears to be what happened. Teague, serve again. Gunterman, beautiful pass. Up into the middle, here's Megan Holman. She follows through into the net. That is illegal. And that is a point. We're at set point here in set number 1 for the Monroe Bearcats. It has been a very impressive performance. Solis, Stevens outside. Eason pushes that over the top. Nice dig from McGovern. Teague out of the back row, popped up. Swanson keeps it alive, and Lake Stevens, nothing they could do about it. Too much power out of the swing from Meredith Teague. That's the end of set 1, 25-12 for the Bearcats. We'll be back in just a couple moments with set 2 here on the Snohomish Times Sports Network.
Your dreams evolve, and with committed support, they thrive. American Family Insurance.
Welcome back inside Monroe High School. I'm Matty Bishop. This is the Snohomish Times Sports Network. We're here for today's Wesco 4A District 1 Round 2 playoff match. That's a mouthful. Between the Lake Stevens Vikings and Monroe Bearcats. Monroe big in the first set, 25-12. Off of 10 kills from their outside hitter duo, split evenly down the middle, 5 each for Jessica Clark and Meredith Teague. Big blocking effort from Samantha Zimmerman. She had 2 blocks as well as 3 kills for herself, so she's the third of the Blonde Bombers right now. Jessica Clark starts with the serve, and Lake Stevens can't control that one. Monroe looks to pick up right where they left off. Lake Stevens looking for something to get themselves back into this match. Gabby Gunterman, Melissa Stevens, Megan Holman in the middle. Roll over the top, dig by Clark. Back set from Haddon, there's Ray Lalonde. And that one did not go off the hands. 4 contacts called. Ray Lalonde, number 1. Whippy-armed right-sided player. Gabby Gunterman. Pass by Clark, popped up back row, there's Teague. Dig by Swanson, up by Gunterman. Stevens free balls it over, Mina Duong. Lally Haddon, Olivia Casa gets her first kill of the night. Just too easy when you put the free ball to an experienced libero like Mina Duong. She sets up the offense perfectly right off her platform. Olivia Casa, the benefactor that time. Duong serves. Stevens back set for Eason, and Lily Eason, her second kill of the night as she hammers that one off the block. Maddie Solis serving for the Vikings. Don't appear to be any changes in the lineup for either side. Here's Sam Zimmerman, and it's Hannah Onsen and Lily Eason teaming up for the block on that one. First block for the Vikings of the evening. For the top blocking team on the Max Prep stats, Hannah Onsen comes back and puts that ball on the floor. She's got 3 kills and a block. Her and Eason are tied with 4 points apiece for the Vikings. Eason with 2 kills and ace in a block now. And Lake Stevens grabbing an early lead. Some adjustments, maybe the nerves have calmed down a little bit. Here's Mina Duong. Allie Haddon outside, there's Teague, dig by Solis. Into the middle, here's Onsen again, dug up. Back outside now, here's Onsen again, off the block once more, Zimmerman. Teague takes a swing, Gunterman keeps it alive. Here comes Ray Lalonde off the hands, now Solis. Up on the right side, here's Eason looking for the hands. Cannot find him, she just misses. Great defense, nice rally by both sides. Lily Eason swung high and hard, looking for those big hands of Meredith Teague. Couldn't quite find him. Tatum McGovern, the freshman for Monroe. Swanson for Lake Stevens. Onsen swings from the outside, and she puts that one down. Nice play again there from Lake Stevens. We saw that against Nahomish as well. That rotation 3 where rotation 4, I believe it is, where the middle slips out and swings from the outside. Each team does it a little bit differently. Eason misses her serve long. That brings Teague to the back row, Clark to the front row. Solis, Eason, Onsen off the hands, McGovern with the dig. Duong back row set for Teague. Nice dig by Solis. Eason, good hands for Mattingly. Mattingly finds the hands that time. And Ainsley Mattingly with her first kill of the night, I believe. Thought we had one for her earlier, but I guess not. These are the unofficial STSPN stats, the Maddie Bishop Stat Network, known to be slightly defective, especially when things are happening quickly and we're broadcasting at the same time. Nice defense from Mattingly there. Here's Gunterman. Gunterman, however, to the top. Duong with a beautiful dig outside for Clark off the hands of Mattingly. Sophie Swanson puts that back into play. Tip in the middle, and Hannah Onsen with the off-speed pitch that time. All of a sudden, she's tied with all hitters for the lead at 5 kills. Her and Meredith Teague both have scored 6 points apiece. Sophie Swanson at the service line for the Vikings. Teague pushes that one out. McGovern does a nice job of bringing it back in. Pitts with the free ball. Here's Eason for Onsen again. Stuffed. Onsen digs her home, picks up her own garbage there. Mina Duong for McGovern. Low set for Zimmerman, and that catches everybody off guard as she just slaps it into the hole. Nice adjustment from Samantha Zimmerman there.
When you get a chance, can you tell the up judge to get out of the way?
Challenging camera situation here at Monroe High School this evening. Hey, we're courtside, right? That's a good thing.
That's what they say.
Ball's up in the air. Eason keeps it alive. Gunterman punches it over. Monroe's a little befuddled as to what just happened there. And Gabby Gunterman with her, believe that is her first kill of the night. Hannah Onsen puts that one high off of Mina Duong. Teague keeps it alive. Free ball for the Vikings. They've got the momentum. There it is, Ainsley Mattingly. Tatum McGovern, nice dig. Sorry, that's Sierra Pitts. Jess Clark down the line, and Jessica Clark with a little fire there. Nice defensive play from Sierra Pitts. She checks out Allie Haddon into the match to set for Monroe. Ray Lalonde into the front row for the Bearcats. Haddon to Gunterman. Ainsley Mattingly brings it back, and Gunterman puts it over. Duong keeps it off the floor. Low one into the middle. Tip for Casa. The ball just ping-ponging around here. Put high. Teague and Megan Holman puts that one on the floor. That was a really strange sequence. So we've watched both teams play very much in system here tonight, and that was all over the map.
And number 1, Melissa
Melissa Stevens into the match for Lake Stevens. Mina Duong. Pass to 11 feet. Jessica Clark tip over the top. Sophie Swanson saw it, but couldn't quite get there fast enough. That's Clark's 7th kill on the night, leading all hitters. And she comes back to serve for the Bearcats. You know what that means. Meredith Teague is back in the front row. Gunterman puts this ball up. Solis out of the back row, Swanson, and she misfires. Lake Stevens looking for a pass, looking for a side out here. Clark now on Gunterman again. Stevens with an underhanded fist bump set thing, and here comes Haddon to Lalonde. She looks for the touch, no touch call. Lake Stevens gets the point. And Gunterman back to serve for the Vikings. Lake Stevens has found some fire here in the second set. Jessica Clark. Haddon outside for Teague. Dig by Swanson. Gunterman brings it back. Solis, free ball over. Casa, Haddon, Teague, and you just cannot give the Bearcats a free ball. Not an easy one anyway. Lake Stevens is going to have to push that ball deep corner. The Bearcats, they salivate whenever they see that big juicy free ball coming over, and they have hammered it down the Vikings' throat tonight. Here's Swanson out of the back row. Dig by Clark. Haddon. Teague off the block. Up by Lalonde. Haddon running around Zimmerman. And that one's up off the block of Eason and out. And Meredith Teague changes speeds. Gets the kill. Smart play from Teague. They've got another year of her. She is only a junior. Mina Duong. Gabby Gunterman. Solis to Duong to Haddon, back for Lalonde, dig by Solis. Stevens, back row for Gunterman, dig by Clark. Duong, Clark again, roll shot, and Eason can't find it, and she held that till the very last second. Jessica Clark, selling swing, selling swing, selling swing, changing speeds. That's how you do it. Beautifully done from the senior. Duong down the line. They're working on Gunterman here. Swanson, swing over the top, dug by Haddon. Duong, back row set. Here's Clark again. She goes back at the setter. Stevens can't dig it, and Jessica Clark running the offense out of the back row now. She's got 9 kills on the night. Monroe takes a 2-point lead. The Vikings take a timeout. We take a break here on the Snohomish Times Sports Network. We'll be right back. We're back inside Monroe High School. This is the Snohomish Times Sports Network. I'm Matty Bishop bringing you all the action here tonight. And the second set has been full of action, to say the least. Lake Stevens has found a little fire. The Bearcats, however, on the back row hitting and offensive leadership of Jessica Clark, are back in the lead again. And Lake Stevens now has to find an answer. Once again, it's the libero Mina Duong at the service line, doing the damage for the Bearcats. Working on Gabby Gunterman. Gunterman with a good pass, bump set. Eason, stuff blocked by Teague and Zimmerman. Melissa Stevens facing the sideline, then bump setting. There was really nowhere she was going to go with that one besides right at the block, right to her right side hitter. There's Mina Duong working on Gunterman again. Swanson out of system set. Free ball for the Bearcats. Here they come. Clark, Haddon, Teague, point Bearcats. It's just that easy. You might as well just push the button on the scoreboard as soon as that free ball goes over, because they convert very efficiently and very powerfully. Impressive display from Monroe here tonight. Solis steps in front of this one. Back set from Stevens, roll shot dug by Clark. Now it's Lalonde on the right side, dug by Gunterman. That ball's just punched back over. Haddon, Teague, kept in by Stevens. Sent over by Gunterman. Haddon, they're out of system. Here's Duong for Clark. Clark with the big swing, and Sophie Swanson gets her foot under it, but Jessica Clark gets her 10th kill of the night again out of the back row, and she is having herself an evening. The Bearcats doing the damage with their libero Mina Duong at the service line, and she keeps the other team under pressure, earns a lot of those free balls, a lot of easy points. And that's how you do it. You just don't let the offense get in system. If you're a young server out there, well, we'll tell you all about being a young server right after this break. Second time out of the set for Lake Stevens. This is the Snohomish Times Sports Network.
Your dreams evolve, and with committed support, they thrive. American Family Insurance.
Welcome back inside Monroe High School, where Mina Duong is putting on a clinic at the service line for the Bearcats. Not necessarily scoring the service aces tonight, but she's serving very aggressively and very intelligently, keeping the other team under pressure, earning free balls for her offense, who is then converting at a very, very high rate. Monroe rolling again here in set two. Gunterman overfeed, Teague, and Megan Holman keeps it off the floor but can't keep it in play. Meredith Teague, that's an easy kill. She'll take it, as she now has 9 on the night. One behind Jessica Clark, looking to get into double digits. And it is just a relentless attack from the Bearcats. Gunterman again. Swanson, roll shot over the top. Sophie Swanson finds the floor as she changes speeds and gets the much needed side out.
Serving for the Vikings, number 10, Abby Solis.
Senior libero Madison Solis serving for Lake Stevens. Clark, Haddon, Teague, and the stuff block. That's Lily Eason and Hannah Onsen at it again. Those are sophomores, people. There's 3 more years of that here in Lake Stevens. Throw on the Ainsley Mattingly, who's had a wonderful year blocking as well. And that is just good work as Maddie Solis gets the ace. Suddenly that leads down to 4. And things are getting a little bit more interesting here in set 2. Lake Stevens down but not out. Jessica Clark, perfect pass for Zimmerman, tip over the top, and Sophie Swanson can't see it, can't dig it. That change of speed gives Zimmerman her 6th kill of the night. Ooh, that is not her.
And number 3, Sierra.
I am sorry, that is Sam Zimmerman's 5th kill of the night to go with 3 blocks. Tatum McGovern serves for the Bearcats. Sierra Pitts into the front row. Melissa Stevens back set for Lily Eason, and it's Teague and Zimmerman. That's a junior and a freshman. They'll be back next year too. So they now have combined for 7 blocks on the night. And McGovern misses just long. Lake Stevens needs a run. Sophomore setter Lily Eason at the service line. Ainsley Mattingly, sophomore right side, checks back into the front row. It's Swanson, Onsen, and Mattingly. Duong puts that ball up. She hits out of the back row. Below the height of the net is the determination. Ainsley Mattingly with the bump set. Swanson, dug by Clark. Outside for Pitts. Pitts hits it through, dug by Solis. Eason, Swanson, Clark, and net violation call against, looks like that was called against Zimmerman, point Vikings. Eason back at the service line. She's got 2 kills, an ace, and a pair of blocks tonight. Jess Clark, 14 feet off the net for the pass. Big swing over the top, dug by Swanson. This one's into the middle. Hannah Onsen, and looked like a lift or a net violation. Neither was called. Gabby Gunterman now Here's McGovern. And that ball's off the top of the net and out. And we also haven't seen a double contact called here tonight. We saw quite a lot of them in Snohomish and none tonight. Somewhere there's a middle ground. Lily Eason. Duong. Pass to the end line. Teague, free ball's over. Swanson. Back for Mattingly. Dug by Duong, straight up. McGovern, back row, Clark. Eason with the dig. Mattingly, bump set for Swanson, and Swanson thought a little bit too much about that one. She was trying to be really precise where she put that one. Here comes Meredith Teague to the back row. Jessica Clark is in the front row for Monroe. And Teague with the ace. Her first ace of the evening. She's got a lot of points. I have a feeling she leads everyone in points tonight. I see 9 kills, 3 blocks, and an ace for 13 points. Solis digs this time. And Onsen pounds that ball off the block. Hannah Onsen with her 6th kill of the night to go with a pair of blocks. She leads the Lake Stevens hitters.
For the Vikings, number 6, Sophie.
Swanson, Teague, the pass. McGovern for Clark, and that is down the line with authority. Jessica Clark, her 11th kill of the night. And man, she gets a rap for being undersized. You expect to see a really shoddy player. She can do that too. She can move the ball all over the court with her offensive tools, but tonight it's been all power. Lex Thompson steps into the match. Her first action of the evening, one she might like to have back.
Number 16, Samantha Zimmerman.
Hannah Onsen back to the line for the Vikings, down but not out here in set 2. Teague, pass at 11 feet into the middle, looking for Casa, can't find it. Good aggressive serve to put the Bearcats out of system there. Onsen on Teague again. Pitts with the bump set for Clark, and Clark misfires. So Hannah Onsen finds a couple points. Monroe adjusting their serve receive. They go to a 2-person serve receive with Duong and Clark now. And there it is off the hands of Clark. 14 feet off the net. She gets outside, roll shot over, and Eason can't see it early enough to read and get under that one. Jessica Clark gets her 12th kill of the night. Monroe quick to make adjustments on that serve receive. Really impressive for a high school team. Not to just get stuck in the serve receive with the deer in the headlights look. They're constantly making changes when things aren't going right, and that is well-coached team. April Munoz. Overfeed, that's put down by Olivia Casa. She gets her 2nd kill of the night. Ray Lalonde was there to help, but I think Liv had a little higher point of contact. Allie Haddon serving for set 2. Swanson shanks that one out of play. Allie Haddon finishes the set with the ace. And that is it. Monroe Bearcats up 2-0 here in this Wesco 4A playoff matchup against the Lake Stevens Vikings. We are the Snohomish Times Sports Network. We're going to be right back with a special announcement about the Beach VBC 2016 travel teams. We'll be back in about a minute and a half here on STSPN.com. Welcome back inside Monroe High School. It is November in the Pacific Northwest. What better time to take a couple minutes and dream of summer? Many of you know me as Matty Bishop with the Puget Sound region of USA Volleyball. You might also know that I am the executive director and head coach of a group out here of Snohomish County called Beach VBC. Next year is going to be the 5th year of beach volleyball training and competition at the highest level possible by Beach VBC, and we are launching a collection of travel teams for the Snohomish County area. Athletes will be able to participate in the AVP Next program, trying to earn a bid to the Manhattan Beach Open, the Wimbledon of beach volleyball. We'll talk more about this in a minute as we get underway a little early here in set 2. Melissa Stevens with the serve for the Vikings. Meredith Teague with the kill out of the back row for the Bearcats. Wow, that is impressive. That's 10 on the night for Teague to go with 3 blocks and an ace. Here's Jessica Clark at the service line for the Bearcats. Gabby Gunterman, Melissa Stevens, free ball over by Eason. It's a little change to the rotation, but no change to the lineup. And Meredith Teague again scores for the Bearcats. Tough serving from Monroe has left Lake Stevens just befuddled here tonight, and the Bearcats look like they mean business here in the District 1 playoffs. Gunterman, and Gabby Gunterman shakes that one. No one can find a pass on it. We're gonna push Gunterman up, pull Lily Eason back. So your try line now is Eason, Swanson, and Solis, as Lake Stevens trying to pull all the tricks out of the hat just to find some answer here. And Jessica Clark steps up and takes the shorty right after Gunterman again and scores the ace. That's Clark's first ace of the night. Swanson, perfect pass for Stevens. Megan Holman, big swing in the middle for Megs, and she puts that one down with authority. Nice job, beautiful pass from Sophie Swanson. Gabby Gunterman back to the service line now. Whoa, waiting for the official to beckon for serve. Nonetheless, nice back set from Allie Haddon there.
She's playing. She saw the ball coming over. She's like, I'm playing it.
Mina Duong, that ball's up. Haddon can't bring it back. Holman has it covered, and we'll give her the benefit of the doubt. I think that one caught her fingertips. That's Meg's second kill in quick succession. Gunterman, another tough serve. Duong can't do much with that one. Clark with the set, and Teague just hammers it. Now Lalonde, and Ray Lalonde. Wow, she gets a beautiful, beautiful kill.
Serving for the Bearcats, number 10, Nina.
On the overfeed. It's her first kill of the night. Mina Duong back behind the service line. She has been masterful back there tonight. Gabby Gunterman for Stevens. Oh my, what a dig by Mina Duong. Back row attack, Jessica Clark misfires, and Lake Stevens gets the point, but you see why Mina Duong is so sought after as a beach player. Her athleticism is incredible. She's working on the indoor side to try and find some opportunities to play at the next level. My feeling is that that young lady will be successful. Sophie Swanson, dug by Jess Clark, right side Lalonde off the block, and that one's 4 contacts, not off the block, according to the official, who has a much, much better angle than I do. Madison Solis.
I don't know about that.
At the service line. Jessica Clark. Solis gets the service ace. Maddie Solis, her second ace of the night. Both teams, either team, no matter who loses here, they get a second chance, as they will face, I do believe it would be Mount Vernon on Thursday night. Jess Clark with the dig. Back, there's Lalonde off the block. Teague with the dig. Zimmerman over the top. Stevens gives it right back to her. Lily Eason says no. Monroe keeps going. Meredith Teague. You can only put it off so much. They have so many weapons. So many ways that they can hurt you. And yet eventually the ball comes back to Meredith Teague or Jessica Clark, and those two are doing the work. What a weapon. McGovern misses her serve just long. Lily Eason back to the service line for the Vikings. Ainsley Mattingly checks in for Lake Stevens. The lefty, Eason, off the hands of Clark. Duong brings it back. Free ball for the Vikings. Mattingly, perfect pass for Eason. Onsen, dug by Duong. McGovern, that looked like Pitts, Sierra Pitts now. Eason touches it off the block. Here's Teague. Nice block by Swanson and Onsen. Teague again, this time she roll shots over the top, and Lake Stevens can't make the read. Change of pace from Meredith Teague, her 13th kill of the night. She goes to the back row to serve. She leads all hitters. 13 kills. Jessica Clark's got 12. That's the battle here to watch. Meredith Teague with another service ace, her second ace of the night. She's got credit on 3 blocks, 2 aces, 13 kills. This young lady is having herself an evening. Maddie Solis. Eason into the middle for Onsen, finds a hands up off of Duong. Now Clark pounds it off of Eason, and Jessica Clark right down the line. She must have heard that she was one behind in the kill battle. She ties it up 13 apiece for Clark and Teague.
Yeah, but I don't like that thing firing straight over here.
She hits that ball hard. It comes over here quick. Bump set from Eason. Mattingly rolls to the corner, dug by Clark. McGovern up for Clark, dig by Solis. Nice play for Maddie. Up out of the back row, there's Gunterman off of McGovern, and Gabby Gunterman with the kill out of the back row. Lake Stevens would love to get Gabby Gunterman going here in set number 3. Sophie Swanson at the service line, Gunterman to the front row. Mina Duong for McGovern. Pitts tips it over the top, dug by Eason. Pitts now pushes that one into the back. Teague pops it up, free ball for the Vikings. Solis, Eason, and Lily Eason wanted that one just a little bit too much. She pushes it high and a little too close to the pin. Lex Thompson comes back in to serve for the Bearcats. Junior libero, DS now. Mina Duong's been in the libero role. Maddie Solis, perfect pass for Eason. Gunterman pounds that one off the block, picks it back up. Here's Mattingly. Mattingly through the block, dug by Thompson. Hannah Onsen goes up and over, and okay. Hannah Onsen gets the point for that one. Looked like we were going to give it the other way for the over the net, but I do believe that allows off a third contact, which is an attacking contact by definition, which means that Hannah Onsen gets the point. Speaking of gets the point, there's Jessica Clark again. Broken record play-by-play style on the Jessica Clark Meredith Teague. I could have canned that one and just brought it here tonight. I would have played it 27 times already between the two of them. Hallie Haddon for the Bearcats. What a serve. Eason outside for Gunterman. Dug by Duong. Mina Duong, beautiful play. Mattingly now, dug by Teague. Clark off the hands of Mattingly, and Jessica Clark again terminates for the Bearcats. She is relentless out there. This entire Bearcats team is relentless, so much so that Lake Stevens is going to take a timeout. We're going to roll right through the timeout here to talk a little bit more about that Beach VBC program coming up next summer. Our U16, U18 national teams, we're looking for 4 athletes at each age division. 4 U18 athletes, 4 U16 athletes. That's 2 teams each. These are the national teams. They're playing in the AVP next, working to qualify for the Manhattan Beach Open against female talent, age However old shows up. This is our women's divisions. Also playing in a brand new AVP First Series, several local events. Then we have the regional teams. U16, U18 combined regional team. We're looking for 8 athletes there. They are also playing in the AVP Next and AVP First events here locally. Difference is the national teams have an automatic bid to the AVP First Junior Championship in California and will be playing in the Canadian Clearly Open in Vancouver. There's the rundown. We'll talk U14, U12 next time. In the meantime, Allie Haddon hit back to serve for the Bearcats, who have opened up a lead here in set 3. Lead 2-0. Here's Sophie Swanson out of the back row. Mina Duong again. She's had a beautiful night. Meredith Teague misfires there. Melissa Stevens will check into the match for the Vikings. They know the road is much, much easier if they can come back and get this job done here tonight. Monroe knows that they want to put this one away and be rolling. They want to get their ticket punched to state as soon as possible. Swanson dug by Duong. Right side now, there's Lalonde. Dig by Swanson. Set by Solis. Gunterman pops that up. Lalonde, set for Teague. Dig by Eason. Free ball back from Holman. There's Duong. Outside, here's Clark. Roll over the top, and that one comes off the open hand of Holman. Lift called, and another kill for Jessica Clark. 16 on the night. She goes back to the service line. Meredith Teague to the front row. Olivia Casa and Ray Lalonde round out the front row for the Bearcats. Gunterman. Punch set from Stevens. Left-handed swing from Eason, dug by Clark. Now Teague, dug by Swanson. Stevens, outside looking for Gunterman. Down the line, dug by Duong. Out right side now. Lalonde off the block. No touch. Out. What are we calling? Going to call off the block and out. That is a kill for Ray Lalonde. Her second of the night. Jessica Clark misfires on that one. Lake Stevens still alive here.
Serving for the Vikings, number 5, Gabby.
2 players serve receive with Duong and Clark handling the passing responsibilities, and Gabby Gunterman takes advantage of it as she serves the ace. Meredith Teague tucks back just a little bit now. Still essentially a 2-person serve receive for the Bearcats, and Gunterman trying for that same spot again. She misses this one.
Serving for the Bearcats.
Mina Duong has been a wrecking ball from the service line for the Bearcats tonight. Not a lot of aces, but man, they've had a hard time solving her serve. Lily Eason does not find the high hands. Point for Monroe. Maddie Solis. Eason. Free ball for the Bearcats. They give it right back. Holman, underhand or bump set from Stevens. Teague gets a swing, and that's a huge difference maker when you're out of system and you can just launch that ball out by the left pin, and you have a Meredith Teague or a Jessica Clark to put it over. Now we get a timeout from the Bearcats as April Munoz doesn't like what she sees here. She wants to crisp things up. We're talking U12, U14 beach volleyball national team now. Both teams will play in a collection of USA volleyball events throughout the Puget Sound region and beyond. They also will play in the AVP First Junior Series and travel to the AVP First Junior Championship in Southern California, where they have an automatic bid to play. There will be a U12, U14 regional team as well. The difference is they don't travel as much. They don't get the automatic bid to California, but they can still earn it through one of the AVP First Junior qualifiers. Lots of details. For those of you who follow the beach, you may have caught on. For the rest of you may have lots of questions. We've got a brand new beachvbc.com coming in just a couple days here to answer all of your questions. Make sure you check it out. Like Beach VBC on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. And we're back to action. Mina Duong, very accomplished beach player in her own right. And nice pass from Maddie Solis, who's no stranger to the sand. Set from Lily Eason, and the kill for Sophie Swanson. So when you look at some of these players out here, Jessica Clark, Mina Duong, amongst two of the most accomplished beach players in our region. Maddie Solis, a very talented beach player. Hannah Onsen and Lily Eason have finished runners-up at the Seaside Beach Volleyball Tournament. They're a talented group.
For the Bearcats, Tatum McGovern, number
I believe that was Sam Zimmerman coming through with the kill there. Beautiful play from the Bearcats. Swanson overfeed, and Zimmerman puts that one down as she gets an easy one there.
Samantha and Sierra at the net.
And Monroe, the Bearcats are rolling. Lake Stevens trying to find some confidence. And Maddie Solis aced by the freshman setter McGovern. It's her first ace of the night. She gets on the score sheet.
Is that what that little hand move is that he does?
That's the touch call that the up ref is doing there, meaning that the player on the defensive side touched it before it went out, making it a point for the serving team. Ainsley Mattingly back into the match for Lake Stevens. Lily Eason at the end line. Serve to Mina Duong. Perfect pass. Little low. Touched over. Gunterman. Eason. Swanson. And that ball's off the block and out. Sophie Swanson tools Meredith Teague there. She's been looking for those big hands to score points off of them all night. She finds one there. Nice work by Swanson. Eason at the service line. A service ace for Lily Eason. The sophomore looking to make something special happen here. The Vikings are looking to make something special happen here. Jess Clark out of the back row, dug by Solis. There's Eason, Gunterman, dug by Duong. Clark for Gunterman, Eason for Mattingly. That one's off the block. Two and over, and Teague just goes up and puts that one down easy. Meredith Teague.
And that made me tense watching that thing.
She's got, Meredith Teague has 15 kills on the night. Jessica Clark has 16. 4 more points that Monroe can earn here. One of them is Meredith Teague, as that's a service ace. Her third ace of the night. 3 aces, 3 blocks, and 15 kills. Meredith Teague showing us that she's ready. She's ready for playoff time. And another ace.
I don't want to say it, but
That was pretty okay. Lake Stevens down to their final gasps here. Perfect pass from Solis to Eason, and that's Zimmerman and Pitts with the block. Zimmerman, part of 5 blocks on the evening. Teague still at the service line. Solis. Swanson. Another big block kept up by Onsen. Here's Mattingly. Duong. McGovern. Pitts. Nice swing. Dug by Eason. Clark. She wanted it. She wanted to end it right there. She misfires. Gives Lake Stevens one final gasp. And Teague free balls back over. Onsen picks that up. Eason outside for Gunterman. And Gabby Gunterman with a big swing and a big kill for the Vikings. Sophie Swanson at the service line. She was good against Snohomish. Can she be great here? McGovern bump set for Pitts. Dug by Eason. Mattingly bump set for Gunterman. Off the tape, and Gabby gets another kill. She's at 5 on the night. Sophie Swanson doing the work. Lots of it left to be done. And that's going to be it for tonight's match. the Monroe Bearcats advance. They will have an opportunity Thursday night to go to state. Lake Stevens will play against Mount Vernon on Thursday as well. We will be back here in just a couple moments on the Snohomish Times Sports Network with your player of the match. It's my favorite part. I love interviewing the kiddos after the match. So don't go away. We will be right back. All right, welcome back inside Monroe High School. We're here after the Bearcats' impressive 3-0 win over the Vikings. We're here with player of the match, Meredith Teague. Meredith, huge night for you. Numbers are sitting over on the table, but I think we were looking at 4 aces, 2 blocks, and about 15, 16 kills. Incredible evening. Tell me what this team has done to get ready for the playoffs coming into tonight.
We've been working really hard in practice and putting in extra time and effort, and it's been fun, really encouraging to each other, and it's been really good.
So Meredith, a very well-rounded night offensively for your team, but really a lot of that came off of the efforts of your libero, Mina Duong. Tell us a little bit about Mina and her contribution to this team.
She's a stud. We wouldn't be able to do it without her. She digs up all the balls, and we wouldn't, she's priceless.
Meredith, thank you very much. Good luck on Thursday night, and good luck at state. Keep playing hard, kiddo.
Thank you.
All right, and that's all we have here tonight. The Monroe Bearcats come out and show why they were undefeated in Wesco 4A. They roll through their second round match against Lake Stevens. They're back in action Thursday night. I'm Matty Bishop. This is the Snohomish Times Sports Network. We will be back as soon as possible. We're looking for a couple sponsors to make a few more matches possible this year. If you would like to contribute, check us out. Find us on STSPN.com. Hey everyone, have a great night, and we'll see you again soon.